Olivia. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was really, really nice.
Good. Did you do anything different this year?
I went to my boyfriend's house this year, which was very fun. I went with him last year, but we went to like their family friend's house.
Yeah.
But this year we just went to his parents' house, which was really nice. And yeah, it was really delicious.
Oh, how was that going from the friend's house to the parents' house?
It was cool. Last year it was like there were a lot of people, and so it was like you couldn't really like talk as like intimately and like actually get to know each other. But then like this year it was just like his parents, his siblings, me and him. So like it was nice because it was just we could talk more. And yeah, I liked it a lot better. And I think the food was better because last year, I don't know, Tyler's mom is a better cook. So yeah.
Oh no. I know from past experiences, when you go to someone's house that doesn't know how to cook, and then you have to pretend to like their food.
No, exactly.
Oh,
It's the worst.
Exactly. No, it's terrible. And I know I was just talking to one client, and they said that they went to their cousin's house, and their cousin put cheese on everything.
Oh God.
So everything this family ate had cheese. So like green bean casserole had cheese. The turkey had like cheese. Mashed potatoes, cheese. Like
That's
everything
aggressive.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agreed with them and their frustrations about that food. So what about your family? What were they doing for the holiday?
My dad and stepmom were in Ohio. My brother Brandon was at his friend Jordan's house in Orange County. Dylan was at his girlfriend's house, also in Orange County, but different spots. Ethan was at his dad's house in San Clemente, also in Orange County. My mom was in Arizona. She and her sister just made a bunch of Mexican food because they like to make Mexican food
fun.
instead. So they just woke up and made like tacos and enchiladas and like beans and rice. So like that's fun. And yeah, I was here. So we were like all like different places this year.
Oh wow! So when you are describing your family in all these pinpoint directions, is that common for holidays to be spent separated like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just how you guys
Normally we're
operate?
not as much together because it used to be a little bit, but it's also a little different always because Ethan like sometimes comes along with like our dad's activities and stuff, and sometimes he doesn't because he's like not actually my dad's kid. He's always like invited and stuff, and then sometimes like he just has other like things he has to do with like his own dad or whatever. And so yeah, but normally we're like pretty split up, but we're all gonna be together for my graduation
Oh, and when are you graduating?
next month, which is very exciting.
Congratulations.
Yay, thanks.
How do you feel about having everyone in the same city? That's got to be fun.
It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really weird. Ethan can't stay for the whole time, which kind of sucks because he got a new job, but he can be there for part of the time, so that's like enough.
You
but
said the word weird. What do you mean by weird? When you say it's going to be weird having your family together.
It's just gonna be like different because normally, since my dad and my mom are separated, like we normally don't hang out with like my dad, my mom, my stepmom, and like all the siblings.
Oh, together?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not like necessarily in a bad way, like it's gonna like be hostile like by any means, because I know it's not, but just like, you know, normally like we just live in different states and shit, and so normally just the opportunities don't arise. But yeah, so it's just gonna be different.
Yeah.
I don't think we've like done it before on it. Or no, I think the last time was like my brother's graduation, my oldest brother's graduation party was like when we were all together,
Oh,
which
wow.
is like
So it's been a while.
yeah, exactly.
So even though it's going to be weird, as you say, to have everyone together, how do you think it's going to go?
I think it's gonna go really well. I think everyone's gonna be really nice because everyone's gonna try to be really nice for me because it doesn't matter, and like and also like nobody's has any reason to be hostile.
Yeah.
Everyone's like pretty good. So yeah, I think it's gonna go well. My mom's staying at my place for like I think like 4 days in a row or something.
Oh.
In my tiny room with my older brother too, and so I'm kind of nervous for that. But we'll see how it goes because I also have to like do like school and stuff. So like I don't like I'm probably just gonna have to like leave them there, like go to class and just be like, okay, well, like hang out here. I don't know.
I've noticed as I asked you about how you feel it's gonna go. Your mood kind of changed. So I'm sorry if I brought on different emotions to you.
Oh, no.
But it seemed like your voice kind of lowered as you were talking about it. So I don't know if it's like, oh, you just honestly don't know how it's gonna go, or you're more kind of maybe nervous about having your mom and brother stay in your tiny room with you. Like, is that possibly something?
I think I'm a little nervous. I think
concern?
I'm just nervous, honestly, for all of graduation. Because I have this weird fear that I'm actually going to not pass one of my classes and then not graduate, or like not like have to take like a class over winter or something like that. And then like my family's going to come out and like everyone's going to be here and it's going to be like the first time ever. And then I'm like not actually going to like be fucking
no.
graduating.
Well, what class? Are you
Honestly,
having
the ones that are
issues with?
stressing me out are literally only wine and beer appreciation. Isn't that so fucking sad? It's like, actually. But it's literally only because I've missed some classes. I have a C in beer, and the like last day of the final is literally worth 50% of our grade. So
Oh,
if I
wow.
do well on that, like, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We've just had these quizzes in wine class, and I've just missed some classes, and so like.
So you've missed the quizzes?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And so on like the day of the midterm, we were able to make up some of the quizzes, but I didn't know we were making them up the day of the midterm. I thought we were making them up the day of the final, so I like wasn't prepared at all to be taking these quizzes.
Oh.
And he literally said like out of 5, nobody scored higher than like a 3 on any of the quizzes they made up. So like everybody got like, I think I answered like one of them like on most of the quizzes that I took. Like it
Oh,
like
wow.
it was like really hard. Like it's basically like impossible if you had to like make it up. And so I'm nervous that that's gonna like bite me in the ass, and then I'm like not gonna pass like stupid wine class, and then then just be like embarrassed.
So if you didn't pass wine class, let's just go down that rabbit
Yeah.
hole, quickly.
Yeah.
But so if you didn't pass it, what would happen?
Realistically, hopefully, I guess I'd go 2 options. I think I could take maybe a winter course, because it is just an elective that I took.
Yeah.
And so I could just take another elective, but then it would suck because like my dad would have to pay for it, and I have to like fucking explain it to him, and he was already like, do I have to pay for you to take wine and beer appreciation? So if he knows I didn't pass that one, like he's gonna be like mad, and pay for another one, and winter classes are like so much more expensive. Or if I for some reason can't do that, I'd have to stay a whole extra semester and not graduate. But I don't actually think that's gonna happen.
Okay. So it's just kind of, because you say you don't actually think this is going to happen. You don't actually think you're going to fail this
I
class.
think like worst case scenario, it'd be like I have to take a winter course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that, would they still let you walk at graduation?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so...
I just feel
in
like I'd
worst-
feel like a fraud in my heart.
Oh, yeah. Well, I understand that. That would be a frustrating and almost disappointing scenario to be in, but to know that you could still walk. So you mentioned that one of your fears about not passing the class was because if your family came, you wouldn't graduate, and then like you wouldn't be able, like they would all know.
Yeah.
But if you're able to walk, then it's
Yeah.
kind of like, well, would they? Like, I'm not trying to tell you to
No, true.
not
Like, would
try your hardest in a class, because please do try your hardest
Yeah.
in all your classes. But it's like, they're coming in a month no matter what, and a
True.
lot of them from different areas. So
Yeah.
it's like, and if you already have this option of, you can take it for winter and you can still walk, and then it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
like, you almost get the best of both worlds, but you want to pass. So how can we try and make sure that you pass this class so we don't even have to go through any of this?
I just need to make sure the final is worth 30% of the grade. So I need to do well on that. But
Big points.
yeah, it's big points. So I like have to do fucking well on that. And right now I have a B. It's like an 80%, but like I wish it was higher.
Yeah.
And he hasn't put in the quizzes, so I don't know how that's really gonna like, add it up. And I'm just nervous for the final because the midterm I got an 86 on, but I only got an 86 on because girls in AFE had the midterm from last year, and I don't have the final from last year, so it's gonna be more difficult.
So it will be studying.
Yeah.
Studying. Okay. So let's talk about studying practices.
Yeah.
What are some techniques you can use? like note cards or
I know. I should just
groups?
the hard part is he doesn't like exactly tell you what he wants. He's just kind of like all the old world wine or all the new world wine, which is just like all of the wine of Europe. And it's like, how fucking vague is that? Just like there's so much stuff. It's just like that's not really any information at all. And I think there's like a tasting part of it too, where we have to like taste it and then like say what type of wine it is and like all this stuff. And like when I went to Tyler's for Thanksgiving, his mom poured me a glass of wine and I tasted it and I was like, I wonder if this is a Chardonnay. And then I looked at the bottle and it was. So hopefully I maybe am on the right page of something, but if it's not a Chardonnay, it might be fucked. So
Okay, well, do you have, I guess I have two questions. Are there online quizzes you can use? I know there's like online sources that maybe you can look up different images of wines. And also, are there friends you have in your classes that possibly can help you study for this final? Or are you all mutually struggling?
I have Bree Hatfield in the class, but she and I are in the literal same boat because I also gave her the midterm from the AFE girl.
And does she know anyone else? That maybe you guys all could get together in a group and just study?
Perhaps. We did do this, like, we do have this group because we had to do this group project, but one girl's like a kind of weird stalker chick, so I don't know if I want to invite the whole group, but me and Bree Hatfield could study.
Okay, so you and your friend Bree can go and study together for this midterm. I'm sorry, the final.
Yes.
The 30% final. Do you think that would help you in any way to study with someone?
I hope so. I feel like it's kind of hard when I study with somebody, especially if we're like kind of both on the same page of being lost, because what if we study the wrong thing just together and then just both screw us both over?
Yeah.
So perhaps I know I can like make flashcards and stuff. I'm just nervous. There's also like a lot of it's in like different languages and stuff and I don't speak any other languages.
Have you tried talking to your professor, or is there like a TA or something in the class that you could say, hey, I'm really struggling with this area. I'm very confused. I don't know if possibly you could help me with some of the terms or...
That's what I need to do, but my professor honestly makes me really nervous because he's like really funny and stuff. He's also like, he's like kind of a hard ass. Like I feel like he wouldn't like give a shit if he just like didn't like help you out at all.
And is that from your just like deep down opinion or from like experience opinion?
Just from more from like my vibe from him. But he was kind of like weird to Maddie because she was trying to switch into the later class and he basically just like told her no for no reason, but like I'm in the later class and he was like, we have tons of spots open, like tell your friends. But then like literally the same day he told Maddie like there's no spots in the later class, and so it was like,
oh,
why? You know,
that's
like
a little strange.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's something you could do is talk to your professor first. Like maybe, I know you might be intimidated to talk to him, or maybe you could get your girlfriend Bree to go talk to him if she feels more confident and you're both struggling with the same things.
True.
You could also get into groups with your girlfriend or the other one from the other class, because you said they're at a different time. So maybe they have friends in their classes they've developed that you guys could all get together and get different opinions on the information. And I think that is it of my advice. Do you have any other questions, comments, concerns?
I think I'm good. Thank you.